Do you want to know the one thing that you can think that will dramatically improve the chances of your YouTube channel blowing up? Stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a piece of advice that I give all of my clients and students to help them prep their mind for YouTube success. You've probably heard a variation of this before, but it's really important to actually be deliberate with this thought. You want to think as if you already have 100,000 YouTube subscribers if you're not there yet, or 1 million if you're above 100,000. So hear me out. The reason why this is so effective is because this type of thinking helps you to make decisions that will actually get you to where you want to be. If you make decisions on your channel as if you already have 100,000 subscribers, then what is happening is that you actually end up creating the type of channel that will have 100,000 subscribers. I have so many students who take this advice to heart, including Cassie, who I just interviewed on my podcast. And she said for her, that was one of the biggest pieces of advice that really helped her. Cassie's not the only one who has seen success using this. Several of my other boot campers who I've interviewed here on this channel, such as Latoya, such as Madeline, such as Trina and Laura, they all understand the importance of actually acting as if you're already there. Because how can you expect for your YouTube channel to be the type of YouTube channel that attracts thousands upon thousands of subscribers if you're not actually creating a type of channel that would have that number of subscribers? So one reason why this is so effective is because YouTube definitely has a lot of content already. There are thousands upon thousands of very skilled and experienced YouTube creators. That enough can be overwhelming if you're a new YouTube creator, knowing that, oh my gosh, I'm competing against all these channels. So because of the fact that there is so much competition, I mean, I know it's a popular thing to say, oh, you know, there's space for everybody. And it is. I believe that. That's why I have this channel. That's why I have the podcast. That's why I have my boot camp and coaching. I see it every day. People that start with me at 0 or 100 subscribers, and within 6 months, they're at 30,000 subscribers. Year end, 50,000 subscribers. I see it happening, and it's possible for you. However, it's also important to have an awareness of the platform and awareness of what is actually going on, because you don't want to be so naive to think that just because, hey, I'm Erika and I'm creating content, that people are going to want to watch it. There's a lot of people to choose from on YouTube. There's a lot of options. So you want to be aware of that. And so if you're not 100% committed to your channel and you're not committed to the content that you create, it's very difficult to compete against people that are, because they are putting their heart and soul into it. This is their livelihood. This is their career. So thinking like you already have 100,000 subscribers and that YouTube is your career will shift your thinking in actually making decisions of somebody who has YouTube as a career, and will in turn give the best to your viewers and give the best type of content possible, which acts as this cycle of, if you put the best thing out there and you're giving the best, then eventually that'll start to take off for you. You can't expect to see the type of success on YouTube that you want if you're thinking small. If you're thinking, well, only 100 people are subscribed and I'll be lucky if I get 100 views. Well, no one's gonna really see this anyways. Because the reality is that your next video could be a viral video. And if that's the case, then technically speaking, the next video you upload could be seen by 10,000 people, 20,000 people, 100,000 people. Videos go viral every single day. And you want to be putting your best foot forward and making decisions as if YouTube is your career, so that the content you put out there is worthy of being viewed and eventually worthy of being pushed out by the algorithm. The other thing to consider, and this is actually something that Cassie said in my interview with her, and definitely check out that full interview, and Cassie explains her journey from 0 to 50,000 YouTube subscribers and how being a part of my YouTube bootcamp really helped her with that. But one of the things that she said, which really resonate with me, is that your audience deserves the best from you. So if you're thinking, I've got 100,000 people subscribed to me and I know that the next video, 10,000 people are gonna watch it, then you are probably more than likely gonna put your best foot forward. And your audience deserves that and they expect that. How can you expect your audience or your potential audience to wanna subscribe, to continue tuning in week after week if you're treating YouTube as a hobby and treating it as if you only have 200 subscribers or treating it as if you have 100 subscribers? If you start treating it as if it's a serious thing, as if it's a career, even though it's not, but if you start treating it like that, that is what your audience deserves. And that's what they're gonna come to expect. You want them to come onto your channel, find one of your videos and have no clue that you only have 1,000 subscribers or 500 subscribers. The best compliment you can get is if somebody says, oh my gosh, I can't believe you only have 1,000 subscribers. You deserve so much more. I can't wait to see you blow up. I look at channels all the time. I spend all day long looking at so many different channels. I work with so many beginner channels, and myself as a YouTube coach, somebody who looks and analyzes YouTube, I can tell if somebody is taking their channel seriously just by the way they plan out their content, their schedule, their backdrop, their setup. You can tell right away when somebody's serious. And the audience can sense that too. And the audience is not going to want to subscribe and be committed to somebody who isn't committed themselves. So how can you expect your audience to be fully committed to you if you're not fully committed to your YouTube channel? And the best way to do that and make that shift is to start acting if you already have 100,000 subscribers. Because if you start thinking, I've got 100,000 people out there that subscribe to me, that rely on my content, that expect my content, then you will start to make decisions about your channel that will then lead you to 100,000 subscribers. So I hope this was helpful for you. A very quick tip, but definitely an important mindset shift that I have found has helped tremendously with my students and boot campers. So let me know in the comments below. Is this something that you already do? Is this something new to you and you're gonna start to apply? Would love to have a conversation with you. And if you enjoyed this, definitely like the video because it helps the channel, it helps with the algorithm, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything I've got coming your way. Mwah.